is llamas! If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a llama turd on that like button. What's up, bitches? It's your boy Way Too Many Llamas, and today I'm coming at you with a commentary. But before we get into all of that, check out this gameplay is by JRodTK. He will be top link in the description. I really suggest going to check him out for beastly Clash of Clans. That's usually what he uploads. So today I'm going to be telling the story about the first time I ever fapped, because something funny happened to me. Now let me just start off by saying, if you are easily offended or take shit way too fucking seriously and get butthurt about shit, it's probably the best to click off this channel, this commentary right now, because chances are I'm going to say some shit that's either disgusting or that you don't enjoy, so do that shit now. Alright, so as I said, this is a story about the first time I ever fapped it off. This is what was happening, okay? Now, for the 2 or 3 girls out there who do watch my videos, I may say a bunch of shit that you technically don't understand because you don't share the same parts as us. I think the guys, for the most part, will understand where I'm coming from, but girls, I don't know, you guys are fucking weird, you may not get it. I was 12 or 13 at the time. Whatever you are in grade 8, I was in grade 8. That's what I remember. I don't remember how old I was. And, I never planned on jerking off, and I don't know if that's just me or if that's a thing. Like, I don't know if anyone says for the first time, today I'm gonna go home and try jerking off. That wasn't me. It kind of just happened. So let me tell you the story. Now, to give you a little background, for the 3 girls who are watching, guys get boners everywhere. You could be at a funeral and you'll just pop a boner. And that's not because you're a necrophiliac and want to have sex with a dead body. That's just because that shit happens. Guys will get excited for no reason when they're 12 and 13. And, I mean, I can remember up to like 19 just getting random boners for absolutely no reason. So, one day I was laying in bed. And I obviously learned in school about masturbation and sex and everything like that. But I had never really processed, like, is this something I should try, or never really thought about it. So, I'm sitting on a bunk bed. Well, not sitting. I'm laying in my bunk bed, okay? So, it's a weird bunk bed. It's not like this and like this. So, it kind of goes up like this, and then there's a bed that comes out this way, okay? Just so you can sort of get a visual. So, I'm on the top bunk. And for some reason, there's probably like a zombie on screen, and that turned me on. So, I got aroused. Let's just say happy. I just got happy out of nowhere. So, I just started touching myself. And, I mean, still to this day, I'm 25 years old, and if I'm laying on my couch just relaxing, my hand automatically goes right down my pants onto my crotch. It's not a sexual thing, it's just like a comfort thing. Like if you ever saw Married with Children, I was Al Bundy, just constantly sticking my hand right on top of my crotch. So, if you're meeting me for the first time, see if I was laying down in the last 15 minutes, it's probably not the best idea to shake my hand, if you know what I'm saying. So, I was just like touching myself, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like anything like that. It was just like light touching. And, I mean, it just kept feeling better and better. And as I'm sure most people who experience shit like this, the more you do, the better it feels, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get in too much fucking graphic detail. I'm trying to keep this shit PG-14 or whatever the fuck the ratings are. Alright, so I'm doing it. It's feeling better and better. And, like, I swear to God, it's weird because obviously I had no idea what it was like to, you know, finish. So it was kind of like, in my head, it was just like, holy fuck, what the, like, it just kept feeling more and more pleasurable, but it wasn't like, I didn't think there was going to be an end to that. I just thought that's what it was. I thought that was continue. So I'm getting really, like, I guess close. I had no idea at the time, but what ended up happening was I'm holding onto the bunk bed. It's all made out of wood. The whole thing's wood, so it's not like a metal bunk bed. And I'm holding onto the side, right? I don't know why. And this is absolutely fucking true. But I got up on my knees. So I'm up on my knees and then touching myself. But again, I'm still not jerking it because I I didn't think about what I was doing. I know that's retarded as fuck, and you're sitting there thinking, how the fuck do you not know what you're doing? I had no idea what I was doing. I was just like, holy fuck, this feels amazing. So I'm doing it, and I grab on to the wood like this. And it's just like a little thing so you don't roll off the bed and kill yourself, right? So I grab onto the wood with one hand while I'm still touching it, and right as I'm about to come, well, actually, right as I did come, I guess I pushed a little too hard. The wood ended up breaking off, and I fell over onto the bed that was out like this, and I ended up hitting my head on the side of the bed. So there's a wood frame. I land on the mattress, but my head hits right on the wood piece. So, needless to say, that is a pretty fucked up experience for your first time. I think everyone remembers their first time, because my first time was so amazing, I still remember it to this day. Now, obviously, that's because I ended up hurting myself, but also because it would, like, my first time was the best I've ever had. I've always wanted to replicate that feeling, but I never could. I really wish I experienced that with somebody and not myself, but nonetheless, let's not fucking talk about that. So, I wake up the next morning, and my mom goes to me, Adam, what the fuck happened to your eye? So apparently, when I hit my head, I fucking hit my eye. I don't know. Like, it hurt, obviously, but it, like, I think the euphoria of exploding for the first time, if you will, kind of took away some of the pain. So I didn't realize. But yeah, she woke up, or when she woke me up, she's like, what happened? What the fuck happened to your eye? And instantly, I'm trying to think, because, I mean, I didn't even know I had a black eye at that point. I mean, right after I finished, I went to bed. I woke up, went downstairs for breakfast, and was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Mom? What do you mean I have a black eye? So, just in my mind, I'm racing, what the fuck happened? I have a black eye. And I was like, oh, I must have rollen off my bed or punched myself in the eye. I mean, what do you say to your mom? Oh, I was experimenting. I ended up breaking the bed and coming at the same time. I mean, I don't think anyone's that serious with their fucking parents, so forgive me for lying. But the best part of the story is I went to school the next day, and, okay, so 12, 13, whatever the fuck you are in grade 8, that's when I was really starting to notice, you know, what being cool was. And apparently being cool when I was growing up was being a badass. So when people would ask me at school what happened, I'd give them some fucking bullshit story about how I went to the mall and got in a fight with somebody. Who's gonna tell kids? I mean, first of all, I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna get made fun of a lot here, but imagine if I told people in grade 8 that I had gotten a black eye from pleasuring myself. That'd be a little fucked up. I think so. I don't know about anyone else, but I wouldn't suggest telling that to your folks at school. You may get run out of school from people laughing at you. So I was like, yeah, I was walking through the mall and some guy bumped me with his shoulder, and I turned around and said, what the fuck, and we just started fighting. And I'm like, I got a black eye, but you should see him. He's in the fucking hospital. I thought I was a fucking badass. I don't even think anyone believed me, because I'm like the most docile kid you'll ever meet in your life. Like, I'm not a badass at all. I may look like I'm a badass. A lot of people come up to me and say, yo, you look like I don't want to fuck with you. And, like, I respect that. But I'm like the kindest motherfucker you'll ever meet. I know when I say kindest and then motherfucker, I probably don't come off as that kind of a person. But I am. I'm very, like, I have a large heart, and I'm not a fighter. I'm more of a lover. So that is the story of the first time I got a black eye by jerking off. Well, actually, the only time. I never got a black eye again. I was always very careful after that, so I learned my lesson. So, if you have a similar story, and I don't mean similar as in I want to hear about the first time that you played with yourself. I mean similar in the sense where something really embarrassing happened. If you want to share that in the comment section below, feel free. I'll reply to them, and if it's funny as hell, maybe I'll tweet it out or something. Who the hell knows? But yeah, I know it's like I have a lot of stories, and I really enjoy, you know, doing these commentaries with you guys. So if you enjoy them, click the like button. It lets me know you want more. But just know, once I finish a certain amount of stories, I don't have that many more. I was like a huge partier from like 12 to 19. Then as soon as I hit 19, I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking, and I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. So I'm like the cleanest mother. Like, I haven't had a funny story happen to me in a long time, except for shitting myself as an adult, but that was the fault of medication. So don't judge me for shitting myself. So if you guys enjoyed this, like I said, leave a like below, and I love your faces. Peace out, everybody.